Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back. Welcoming you to the post-fight show with Stormybman for this Saturday, July 18th, 2026. This is the post-fight show for Pacheco versus Aleem, super middleweights. Fight just wrapped up a short time ago, where we saw it broadcast live on Dazn from Carson, California. Dignity Health Sports Park is where the venue was held. A nice outdoor arena for boxing on a summer evening, where we had a chance to see Diego Pacheco successfully prevail over Emmanuel Aleem in the 11th round with a stoppage, TKO stoppage over Aleem for the WBC Silver Super Middleweight and WBO International Super Middleweight titles. this was pretty much a shoe-in for Pacheco, who has turned down other opportunities prior to tonight. He's had some circumstances going on in his career outside the ring with having to make some changes regarding trainers, his location of preparation, and such. He was once under the tutelage of the Benavidez family and has now shifted over to the hands and guidance of James Buddy McGirt, former world titleist and world-renowned boxing trainer himself. So welcome, everybody. This is a rare pop-up post-fight for me because I'm not doing these as frequent as I used to. And it's okay because, I don't see there are too many people out there right now talking about this particular card. We've got some fights coming up next week that the boxing world is probably going to have greater eyes upon. But this evening, we're talking about this. There was also a card shown on ProBox TV this evening. I had a chance to kind of dip my head in on that, but we won't cover that this evening. Pretty much just this card here. Also on this card was slated the return of Andy Cruz, the Cuban fighter who is competing at the lightweight division. Last outing where we saw Cruz, he was competing against Ray Morataya and lost a decision there against Morataya in a hard-fought bout. But Cruz is showing some progression as he had a victorious night as well with the third round stoppage over Abraham Montoya. The card opened up with Bruno Rios Jr. taking on Saul Sanchez. Bantamweights, where we had a chance to see Bruno continue on with his undefeated young record, finishing up with a unanimous decision over Sanchez. And also, we had a chance to witness Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez taking on Aaron Alameda, and he had a short night of it as well, moving his record up to 17 wins and no losses with a second round stoppage over Alameda. And listen, the body work that he put in that fight, which saw Alameda go down from some intense body work where he had never been stopped like that before, even having challenged for a world title earlier in his career. So this was really a good night for the featured guys. I will say that Pacheco in the main event came out looking to operate behind a left jab, which was his best option. And Aleem, who being the shorter fighter, wasn't able to break ground to get inside the height and reach of Pacheco. The 32-year-old Aleem, who's 5'9" with a 70-inch reach, had his work cut out against the 6'4", nearly 80-inch reach that Pacheco possessed. All in all, it looked to be a situation where excuse me, it looked to be a situation where Aleem was trying to box his way and try to steal the distance and range and land shots. But McGirt was reminding Pacheco to stay behind the jab, which he did, and also on the inside to keep his elbows tucked, because Aleem was going to try to throw the hooks to the body around the side. He couldn't compete with the distance. So it was really a routine night for Pacheco, capped off by 11th round stoppage where he had Aleem down on the canvas. This was a fight that was a good opportunity for Pacheco to get behind the work and instructions of McGirt, as he would need to try and establish himself and establish some type of dominance. And that's what I was able to see from what he did. He talked at the end of the fight about the possibilities of facing someone like Jaime Munguia. Now, the thing about that is Munguia is a different sort of a challenge for him, and he presents a different sort of punching over Aleem. Because though Aleem is a game fighter, he's not a guy with a threatening punch. We're talking about a guy with 30 fights but only 14 KOs. And he's been stopped a couple of times himself. Though he went the distance against Lester Martinez in his last fight, which was back in March of this year. And that was for the WBC interim super middleweight title. Martinez more or less lost interest in moments in that fight against Aleem, but Pacheco did get the stoppage. You have to give that credit to him. He stayed focused and didn't allow this guy to go the distance, which is something to pay attention to about Martinez, because Martinez is a more dangerous fighter than he lets on, but he does have these moments in his bouts where he loses focus or whatever. It's almost like he'll get a little bored or something. Instead of pressing the gas and finishing guys off, he'll do things and start moving around and stepping to the side and stuff, totally unnecessary when he's put a guy in jeopardy or he's got a guy on the verge of being depleted. Pacheco, the ranginess that he possesses is a gift and a curse for him, because against the guys like Aleem, he can look very formidable, but it really is something different when you have to go in there against someone who will match up similarly. And that's where we have to consider guys like Munguia. You got Hamza Shiraz out there, who is now a titleist, and has pretty much the same dimensions of a Diego Pacheco. And let's not forget that Pacheco's name had been out there before Shiraz. And so now Shiraz has kind of leaped ahead. It's going to make for an interesting 2027, because they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to make some moves. And as Chris Mannix said in the post-fight interview there in the ring, when he was talking to the Latin Snake, he was saying he would like to see Pacheco against someone who poses more of a threat with his punches, you know, the threat of what's incoming, because that area, he could be a little bit vulnerable. And Buddy McGirt is not one known to teach defense. He's teaching offense. So if Pacheco is not able to hurt a guy and get him out of there, or have these size advantages that he has, it's going to be a bit of a thriller when he's in there against someone that can pose threats. That's something to bear in mind. So this is a fight that, with this success, it brings Pacheco's record to 26 wins and no losses with 19 KOs. And I think that's what Hearn is trying to do, to build and pad the KO record for Pacheco. But I'm not so certain that he's going to be able to get away with that much longer. So we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to see. But this is what it is for now. Appreciate you guys out there. Let's see who we got in the building. Over there on YT, we got, let's see here. Joe Gagliardi is in the building first and foremost. We got Jimmy Bernard out there. What's good with you? Royal Constrictor, what's happening with you? Adrian Viet in the building. CB Sports TV, what's good with you, brother? Good to see you. Bernard Gilbert out there as well. Appreciate you being out there. Brent Fox in the building. Says salute everyone. Greetings, Sensei. On the job, listening, but still supporting. I appreciate you, man. DLP is in the building as well, saying salute, Sensei. What's happening? Jimmy Bernard is asking them on Rumble. Yes, we are simulcast on this post-fight on both channels. Let's see. Alidego 619 is out there saying salute. The Village Brother in the building. What's happening? He says, Sensei, what's good? Queen 71 says, I'm out here in the ether listening at work. Okay, Queen 71, good to see you as well. Appreciate all of you out there. Over on Rumble, we got EJ in the building, LPRN. What's happening with you guys? Universal is over there. And Mr. Shelton in the building. Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts of what did you think about Diego's performance? I thought it was workmanlike. And as I stated, it really looked like he was, working on some things that McGirt was trying to have him do. He didn't get too ahead of himself or anything, which was, that kind of thing that you bear in mind. See, Shiraz is 6'3" with a 75-inch reach, but he's a bigger puncher. 23 wins, 1 draw, 19 KOs. Fighting out of the UK, that's Turki Al-Sheikh's guy. So we'll see how that works out for him. Jaime Munguia, who is 6 foot tall with a 72-inch reach, but he receives punches. I call him the human bobblehead because he'll take some shots to give shots. 46 wins, 2 losses, 35 stoppages, and he's been stopped once himself. That stoppage that he suffered against Bruno Sarachi back in December of 2024, that's still a dirty mark on his record. I don't know how he got Jaime out of there like that, but he did. The rematch proved to be a different type of a fight. And then they said that Jaime in the first fight had popped dirty too. Remember that, you guys? What's really going on with the sport of boxing, man? I don't know. I tell you, man, Boxing has more bylines than a library. Huh? You can just see all these different things happening, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy, but it can be entertaining at times. I'll tell you that. I see Joe has popped back in. He said, "Salute Stormy in chat." Yeah, man. I shouted you out already, Joe, because you was out there early. But yeah, this super middleweight division is interesting. Of course, they've put Canelo up there at number 1, which is ridiculous because he ain't beat none of the top guys up there. He just lost to the real top pound for pound guy who's retired now, and Terrence Crawford. How do you come off a loss and get put at the top over everybody and you ain't fought none of these guys? This is really ridiculous. You know, Osleys Iglesias is a guy that I think can really test everyone out there at 6'2.5", almost 6'3". El Tornado, as he's known, is 15-0 with 14 KOs, and he's definitely a bruising puncher, huh? But he's not a puncher only. Iglesias is a fighter. He will get in your grill and he will cause some issues in there. You know, I don't think anybody, including Canelo, are interested in fighting him anytime soon. So these guys, listen, they're going to have to shake it out because Canelo is going to fight Mbili in September. And as I stated in my last live, I said that I think Mbili has taken the manila envelope and he going to lay down for Canelo. He's probably going to make the biggest purse he'll ever make in his career against Canelo, and that's going to be it. He can go back to, where is he from? The Cameroon or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, eat him some, what they call it, Jaffe rice or something. Hey, listen. At 31, Salid is going to be fed to the sharks when he faces Canelo in September. There was a moment going back a little over a year ago, I felt like he would give Canelo problems with his style of fighting. But it was his fight last fall against Lester Martinez that made me think differently about, Jiloff, that Village brother. There you go. Thanks for the correction on that, Jiloff Rice. You knew what I was trying to say though, right? Yeah, I appreciate that correction. Listen, when he fought Martinez was the guy that in that fight could have won the fight easily, but he made it a difficult fight by just hanging in the trenches with Mbili and hurt Mbili on a couple of occasions, but again played with his food, and it ended up being a split decision draw for these guys. Now see, Canelo is a different type of a fighter. In fact, I think Martinez was able to emulate in training Canelo for Bud, because he was fighting out of, the B&B gym there. So Bud had good sparring with Lester. But Canelo is a different type of a fighter. And then Billy, his tank is not sustainable with that toe-to-toe action over a 12-round period. So Canelo may be able to pick some spots and get rid of him. I can see it going down just like when he fought, what was his name? Canelo, my man that was trained by Ann Wolf. What's our brother's name trained by Ann Wolf? James Kirkland. I could see him handling. I could see Canelo handling and Billy like he handled Kirkland. Yeah, that's why I see that. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Hey, look here, Mag 7. Don't come to my channel and my chats and lives with no bull crap, man. You don't know me like that. And I'm just issuing a warning right now. You're not blocked from my channel, but you keep it up and we'll never see you again. You understand? Respect my house. That's the only time I'm gonna say this to you. The only time. I don't deal with foolishness whatsoever. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. You guys are freaking homosexuals out here, man. Where the real men at? They damn sure ain't in the boxing ring. And they damn sure ain't fans of the sport. They're fanboys and fag boys of the sport. And the personalities in the sport. Fuck out of here. Diego says, styles make fights. Martinez is bigger than Canelo. And Mbili and Canelo are around the same height. So Mbili has a chance to outwork Canelo. He doesn't have the experience of infighting of a Canelo, Diego. That's what's missing. When you don't have the experience to fight on the inside like another guy, he can exploit your openings. Lester Martinez was exploiting them throughout the fight, but chose to do certain things that weren't to his own advantage, which is why that fight went the distance between the two. But Martinez could have easily won that fight either by a stoppage or unanimously. Yeah. But it's going to be interesting, I'm telling you. Because they're going to try to throw a belt in there, I believe, for Canelo to have when he faces Mbili. Because we know that Iglesias has a belt. Iglesias may have 2 belts. Let me look that up real quick. Does he have 2 belts? Yeah, he's got the IBO and the IBF. Iglesias. So he's got 2 belts. Who has the WBA? Because Shiraz got the WBO. No, and Billy doesn't have a belt, Queen 71. He don't have a belt because when he fought Lester Martinez, he had an interim title, and I think that Martinez ended up getting elevated to that belt because Billy didn't want to fight him in a rematch. So Martinez has the WBC interim status, but I don't know who has the belt. Jose Diaz says, you think that Munguia has it? When I looked it up, I didn't see him as the WBC champ. But I know it's floating around near Munguia, though. That sounds about right, but he's not listed as the WBA champion on BoxRec. I know if I check the World Boxing, let me see, World Boxing News. Let me see. What the hell? Wait a minute. They're saying that the WBC, Christian and Billy has it. Oh, this is, see, didn't I say, okay, this is, Christian and Billy has the WBC title. That means that they elevated him and kept Lester Martinez as the damn interim. Yeah. Now, see, you see the foolishness? I'm telling you, Canelo's gonna win the fight. I've been saying it, and here is verification, because that fight is gonna be held later this year. And Billy is going to enter that fight with the WBC title, and Canelo's going to lift it off of him. Can't you guys see the play now? Can't you see the play? Oh, man. See, this is what I be talking about, man. I be talking about this stuff. And forgive me, I forgot to change my cover picture here. You cannot make this stuff up. No, but Queen 71, they fought, he was the interim champ. Remember, Canelo was undisputed, right? And Bud beat him. So when they drew in that fight, he and Martinez, that meant that Billy keeps the interim title, but then the WBC had mandated a rematch, and he opted not to fight Martinez. He's opting to fight Canelo. So they just awarded him the belt because he gonna fight Canelo, and they kept Martinez as the interim champ. Man, these people are so corrupt, man. Y'all can't see this foolishness. Come on, man. Leave it to good old Stormybman to do some stuff like this, man. This is, can't you see the setup? Because Canelo don't want to fight Lester Martinez. Lester Martinez is a younger version of himself, basically, and bigger, stronger. He'd rather fight Billy. Plus, they could probably give a little bit of heavier envelope to Billy to lay down for him. Lester ain't gonna lay down for him. And don't forget, there's a little thing, even though it's Latin, Guatemalans and Mexicans, they still have some static between them from time to time. And Lester is Guatemalan. He ain't Mexican. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Leave it to Stormybman. Y'all want to call me a historian? I'll break that stuff down for you. Yep, this is what it is. You see? This is what they do, man, in the sport of boxing. It should not be that way. And guess what? Check this out, people. Not only is Billy fighting Canelo, but didn't Stormybman strip the belt from Bud because he didn't pay that sanctioning fee? But Bud was retiring anyway. So he gives it to Billy. And then say, you're gonna fight Canelo. You can't see the play here? Oh man, this is like, you can't make this stuff up, man, if you wanted to. You can't make it up. Gotcha. You understand? Stormybman, what the hell are you doing, man? The messenger, what's good with you, bro? He says gratitude to the channel and the chat. Same to you, bro. Can't make this stuff up, though. You can't make it up. This is the real deal right here, bro. The real deal. But Andy Cruz looks strong tonight in his fight, man. He got that dude on up out of there, Montoya. He got him out of there. And that was a brutal left hand he hit him with, too, that put him on the canvas. That referee, Thomas Taylor, I don't even like that dude. He thought he broke his jaw. But he turned out his jaw was okay. He just took a good whack across it. Probably put an instant lump on the side of it. Yeah. Yeah, some people don't look at Cruz as a threat, but he is. Why you think that Keyshawn got the hell away from that weight division? He got away from there on purpose. He ain't trying to hang in there. He ain't trying to hang in there at all. See, next week, the drama unfolds even more. You guys don't know what you in store for next week. Because next week, this dude right here, Tyson Fury, is returning, with his foolishness on Friday night from Thailand. He over in Thailand now, Fury. What is he doing over there? He probably over there, the WBC and everything, letting him cheat, get his goodie bag over there. Them folks over there, Tyson Fury was the heavyweight champ, and all of that kind of foolishness. But they gonna let him get away with his goodie bag. And he gonna go in there against Marius Watch and watch what he do. Just watch. Yeah. He gonna go over there and he gonna pull that goodie bag out on Marius Watch. Yeah, he is. Joe says Cruz is a problem. Jose says he did very well. That loss he had, they need to run that back. I agree. I don't think he got judged properly in that fight. I believe on my scorecard, I had Cruz winning that fight against Martaya. Just because he didn't land the hard punches that look like they could knock the other guy out, don't mean that he wasn't scoring. Because if you looked at Martaya's face, he was kind of jacked up. Joe says, honestly, I got Cruz over everyone in the division. And that's not an unfair bet. He'll have a hard time against Abdullah Mason, though, because Mason presents a different sort of issue. And he's young. But he's still a skillful fighter, and you can't overlook him. Jose says Andy needs to run that last loss back. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Queen says, Andy was trying to be more exciting. And he was. Tonight, he handled Montoya easily. Toyed with him, got him out of there in 2 rounds. You don't see Andy Cruz knocking people out like that. And that guy was a veteran, he got him up out of there. Yeah, Joe, Fury is fighting this coming Friday. Queen says, and Foster, but where's Foster going to compete? Is he going to stay at junior lightweight or is he going to move on up to lightweight? I think he should move on up there to lightweight, personally. Keep the pressure on Shitty Cuz. You know what I mean? Joe says, I had Cruz over Morataya, 115 to 113. I think that might have been my score too, Joe. He says, I believe as far as I can remember, I'm pretty sure I'd have to find it on my scorecard notebook. Yeah, man. Forgive me, you guys. I'm wiping my nose because my nose is trying to run. I got the AC on in here. Goodness. Yeah. So, but Fury getting in there against Watch, and I was talking about this earlier on the Usual Suspects show. Fury is a smart dude. He went and picked up Marius Watch for his fight because they're thinking of fighting Joshua next, right? And he said he didn't want to just go into a fight with Joshua. He wanted to have a tune-up. So Fury is rated number 5 in the world. All right. And AJ is rated number 7 in the world. But check this out. Fury is fighting Marius Watch, as I just said. And Marius Watch is rated, let me see. I talked about this on The Usual Suspects. Marius Watch is rated like number 286 in the world. Listen to this, you guys, because this is why I try to say these things so you guys will know what's happening. Marius Watch is rated 286 out of 1,600 fighters in the heavyweight division. He's 46 years of age, fighting out of Poland. His record is 39-13 with 20 KOs. He's 6'7.5" with an 82-inch reach. In other words, Fury is fighting the Frankenstein monster from Poland, okay? Now, his last fight was earlier this year in March against Victor Vykrist. And in that fight, Vykrist is a guy who is 33, 6'5" with an 81-inch reach. Okay? And Victor, who's out of the Ukraine, is 18 wins and 1 loss, 11 KOs. So Watch lost a unanimous decision with him. Now Fury didn't go for Victor, who's got a better record, right? 18-1, right? With 11 KOs. Fury said, fuck that. And Victor is number 50 rated in the world. Number 50 out of 1,600 heavyweights. You can't make this shit up, bro. So Fury is trying to ensure basically that the fight with Joshua happens, okay? He's doing his part. Yeah. He's going to ensure that the fight with Joshua happens. But here comes the drama part. AJ, who's fighting the next day after Fury, Yeah, let me put AJ up here. Against Mr. Pringles potato chips, man. You can't make this shit up. Listen, man, this is what they're doing. Y'all all should be insulted, you know, with the game they trying to run on the boxing public, bro. Everybody should be insulted and angry and pissed off and everything else. Because these guys are playing games. Now, AJ is fighting the Pringles potato chip man, okay? I'm trying to get my screen together here. AJ is trying to fight this dude. You can't make this shit up. I told you AJ is rated number 7 in the world. So the dude that AJ is fighting, Pringa, Christian Pringa. Christian is 35 years of age. He's 6'5", out of Albania. He's 20 wins, 1 loss, and 20 KOs. So he be knocking people out. And check this out. He ain't fought nobody that we know, okay? So Pringa, you know, he's on the light end of the heavyweight division as far as must see, right? You just don't know what you're gonna get. But here we go. He's rated number 35 in the world. This ain't no damn shoe-in for Joshua. This is not a shoe-in for him, you guys. Now, he should win, according to what we think, right? But what if? Now, this is the closest it's ever been for AJ and Fury about to fight each other. And there's always some shit happening. Instead of them just going into a fight this fall, fighting each other, they both gonna have a tune-up before they fight each other. Somebody ain't coming out okay. And the dude that Fury is fighting is rated number 280 something, right? Joshua's opponent is rated number 35. Y'all can't see the drama. Do you remember Kell Brook and Amir Khan? They were supposed to fight way long time ago in their careers. And they kept having these other fights in between. Next you know, somebody lose. Oh, it's put off. We ain't gonna fight now. And then they start winning again, win another title, go another weight division. It's like, oh, but they never got down when they were supposed to originally get down. I think we see history repeat itself. Listen, man. Pringa might upset Joshua. And then you ain't gonna get the fight between him and Fury. And Fury gonna be mad. Because that's a lot of money to be made when they come together. But I'm just saying, I could be wrong. But it's certain shit you got to look at that the common observer, they don't look at that kind of stuff. I told you, Fury's people went over there and they found Marius watch. The dude is 102 years old. Been beat up by younger dudes and everything. So Fury got a chance. AJ people went over there and found a young buck. And what happened the last time AJ was in there with a young buck? Do you remember a little dude named Daniel Dubois? Hey, man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. I'm telling you. Boxing, the theater of the unexpected, as old leprechaun Larry Merchant once said. Queen 71 says, is someone about to mess up the church money? Probably so, Queen. I wouldn't put no money. You know, when I was on Usual Suspects earlier today, they tried to ask me to place the bet to get in their pool or whatever. I was like, look, man, I learned a long time ago, don't bet on no doggone boxing. But I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the best laid plans go right out the window or right down the toilet, I'm telling you. Man, this is, hey, what's that song? It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. I'm telling you guys, watch something crazy happen next weekend. And it could be Fury get upset by old boy, even though he's rated number 280 something, right? Listen, I'm just saying, please don't put no money out there on that stuff, man. Don't put no money on there. Jose Diaz says, exactly. You are correct 100. The messenger says, AJ going to Jake Paul. Man. AJ didn't even want Dubois in a rematch when he could have fought him, right? He could have took a rematch with Dubois. Man, he took a year. Where was the AJ fight with Dubois? Let me look that up. Because he took a long time off. Yeah, that was in September of 2024. The Jake Paul fight was last December. And that wasn't no real fight, even though it counts against the record. But Jake Paul was not going to even touch AJ. The scorecards on that fight was 50-43 at the time of the stoppage in round 6. And Paul was down twice in round 5 and round 6. So he was in a hope to hell type match, huh? He hoped he didn't get sent to hell. So AJ ain't even been in against real competition since Daniel Dubois, basically 2 years ago. Then he had that accident, which is a whole different set of stories right there. Man, the Pringles potato chip guys getting ready to smoke AJ. Unless they done presented him with that envelope. You know, the one like in Billy got. Hey, come on, man. Can you do us a solid here? Can you kind of just make it look real good for about 5 or 6 rounds? You know, they do that kind of stuff too. Yeah, man. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make it up. Jose Diaz says he's really a good fighter. I honestly believe he beat Alexander on their first fight. That was not a low shot. Are you talking about Dubois? Hey, Dubois, he can knock you out, man. But I think my man Wardley gonna get him in their rematch. Wardley gonna fight a different type of fight. He gonna fight a smarter fight. You know, he didn't look out after himself in that first fight. You know, but he showed that he got the nuts and the guts for this heavyweight thing. 225 in the building. What's good with you? He said something definitely could go wrong setting up this fight with AJ and Fury. Pringa got a lot of knockouts. He gotta have some power. That's what I'm saying. If AJ get clipped by this dude, and you know when AJ get hit, he try to act like he good. He be pounding his chest and everything, waving at the crowd and shit. He gonna be on the damn canvas. He gonna be on the damn floor, man. I remember Dubois knocked him down. One of those knockdowns, he gonna stand up and look out at the audience and point to his chest like this. I'm good, I'm good. Next thing you know, he was on the canvas again another 20 seconds later. Boy, I tell you, man, boxing is something else, ain't it? It's very entertaining, highly entertaining. Man. Queen says 20 seconds later, AJ's butt was in the air. Yep. That's what I made that meme with that song on it. Bottoms up, yeah. Go for what you know. Every day, AJ's on the flow. Oh my goodness, man. Can't make it up. So it's gonna be Caveman Weekend next week. Pringa and Wash. They fighting these two guys. What if they both lost, you guys? What if Fury loses and AJ loses? Oh my goodness. Can you picture that? Man, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But you see, it could be turned into something very interesting. That's why Usyk gave up those belts. There's too many guys out there that could peel your cap back, man. And remember, all them guys are big. Kabiel, that dude Murat Gassiev, who just fought. Gassiev just fought on the 11th of this month. He had a 6-round stoppage. And he's 6'2.5", 34 wins, 2 losses, 27 KOs. So he's a Russian dude. And the 2 losses he got are both a unanimous and split decision. He lost to Usyk at cruiserweight and then lost to Otto Wallen, a split decision back in September 2023. I don't know what that was about. So Gassiev is out there. Yeah, Bernard, the Pringles guy, the potato chips. There's going to be potato chips everywhere. And then you got Lawrence Okoli out there, former cruiserweight champ, the drug cheat. He's 23-1 with 17 KOs, but he's 6'5" with an 82-inch reach. I said when he had fought Chris Benham-Smith back in May of 2023, they should have called him Dr. Octopus. You know what I mean? Lawrence Okoli the Octopus, because he just wrap you up. And that all 82 of those reaches wrapping around your body 3-4 times and mauling you to death, because he don't box you to death. He maul you to death. He got a big right hand, but he'll only throw it 3 or 4 times during the fight. Get that dude out of here, man. And he went from, check this out, Okoli. Lawrence Okoli, he went from when he fought Chris Benham-Smith back in 2023, he tipped the scales at 199. Okay. So then he moved up to Bridger weight, right? Where he weighed 223.5 against Lucas Rozansky. Okay. And he mauled that guy to death inside of 1 round. Then his next fight, remember now, May of 2024 against Lucas, he was 223.5. So his next fight out in December of 2024, he fought Hussein Muhammad, and he weighed a whopping 260 pounds. Lawrence Okoli, 260. Are you serious? Dude, he put on damn near 45 pounds. And his last fight, which was December of last year, against Ebenezer Tate, he weighed 271. 271. Lawrence Okoli. I know, what's his name? Usyk was like, hell no, I ain't fighting that dude. Usyk was like, man, you crazy. And he popped dirty for that fight. 225. He popped dirty. Lawrence Okoli did. So rounding out the top 10 out of these names that I mentioned, because I mentioned Fury and AJ too, you got Fabio Wardley, Philippe Hergovic, and then Richard Riaport. Now Riaport just moved up from cruiserweight himself, but he's like a damn clone of Frank Bruno. 6'5" with a 77-inch reach, 20 wins, 1 loss, 16 KOs. Dude is built like Frank Bruno. Muscles everywhere, but a chin of China. And I ain't talking about the country China. I'm talking about the China shop, where you bump into one of them plates and it chips. That's his chin. Riaport. He got all his genetics in his muscles. They forgot to put anything in the jaw. Yep. And how they put Riaport over Frank Sanchez at number 10, because they got Sanchez at number 11. Sanchez should be at number 10 at least, and Efe Ajagba should be at number 11, because he's right there and he only lost to Frank Sanchez. Boy, I tell you, you can't make this stuff up, man. So I advise you guys to tune in next weekend. It's gonna be a show. It could end up being a shit show for all parties involved. This is crazy, man. Well, 225, in their dream world, what they would love is to sneak a belt or two to Moses Atuma. That's what the UK is hoping for. But Dubois and Wardley got a rematch pending. and Dubois got that belt. That's a tough out for anybody. Dubois. Wardley is a tough out for anybody. Because Wardley, not only did he show that he could take some stuff in his fight with Dubois, that was a damn brutal fight of the year. But he can knock you out too. So there's danger. When you throw Frank Sanchez in the mix and Adjit Kabiel, man, them some tough ass fights. So they're gonna try to slide Moses Atuma in there without jeopardizing him. But the dude only got 14 fights. Now he's supposed to fight Filip Hrgovic in his next fight, but who knows how that's gonna turn out? Because Hrgovic can punch himself, but he cuts easy. I've seen Hrgovic get cut on the ring walk. You know what I mean? He got a good chin, but he'll cut and he be bleeding like he at the slaughterhouse. You know what I mean? You can't make this stuff up, man. It's like, oh my goodness. The heavyweight division is interesting. You got a few movies you can film out of that crap there, boy, I tell you. Hey, who knows what's gonna happen, man? Who knows? They put Deontay all the way down there at number 23, just above Guido Vianello. But over him, they got Justice Hooney, King Kong Ortiz, Tony Yoka, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Joseph Parker. Are you, man, you, oh. But none of them guys want to get in the ring with Deontay. None of them. That's why Fury went and picked a guy that was 286 in the rankings. Yeah, Messenger, that's disrespectful. Joe says, great show, headed to sleep. Been a long week. Great shows as usual. Have a good night, Stormy and chat. Good night to you as well, Joe. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah. Shoot, I'm going to get ready too, because, you know, it's midnight now. The Vampires is coming out. I got to go swathe myself in some garlic. Well, you know what, 225 Watch has been, you know, he's been around. He's 45. Shit. Thirteen losses. Shoot. He got stopped in 2 rounds by Moses Atuma. And that was back in July of 2024. Lost a decision to Frazier Clark in 2023. Lost in 6 rounds to who Fury beat in his last fight, that big caveman dude, Arslanbek Makhmadov. So he's just a losing machine. I'm just a losing machine. Anything you want, I will be real mean. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Losing machine. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make it up. Oh my goodness, man. Man, let me get ready to pay some bills so I could get on up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching me talk my crap on these fights for this evening. It's been another post-fight show. I want to say shout out to the mighty LDBC. And you guys have a great weekend, rest of your weekend. And yeah, we'll be back next week, I guess, for them fights that's coming up. Peace to everybody.